What's up, everybody? All right, welcome everybody to the Card Guys Double Case Aria Tournament. We have a fantastic showing on tonight. We're going to have round one starting up pretty soon. Player one is going to be Chase Ahlgrey on Oldhim, and then on the right we have Andrew Collins on Katsu. So we're going to see a little bit of how the new meta is going to be shaking up. How is everybody doing today? All right. Okay, just have make sure everything's all set up before they start. And yeah, this is going to be pretty good showing. Right, everyone's still setting up. All right, so let's see what we got for the equipment. It looks like Chase is running tectonic plating, and ooh, for the boots he's using the Monarch boots for a little bit of extra defense. It's kind of hard to see what Katsu is running, but I'm pretty sure he's just running the standard Katsu equipment. I know there's a little bit of a glare, but I'll make sure we fix that when we can for the next round. Right, looks like they're starting up. Let's see. All right, we got the Ram's Heart and the Winter's Wail. I'm just starting off with Command and Conquer, not playing around. Let's see what he decides to do. Especially since he has a card in Arsenal. Right now, I can't use any flick flacks or anything like that. Oh no, he's just going to sacrifice the Plunderer, and that's going to be pretty huge. Right, if anybody's watching in the chat, let me know how our audio levels are doing so we can improve as we go. And look at that, he's just going to take the damage. So we got 40 to 34. Right, and he's just going to arsenal a card, draw back up, and start with the good old Kadachi for 1. And it looks like we're going to take that Kadachi. Just the good old 1-2 combo. And now we're going to start in with a leg tap. So we're going to start off with our combo starter. So let's see how this is going to play out. All right, and it looks like we're just going to defend with a Weave Ice, I believe that is. And it looks like he's still going to take some damage. All right, looks like we're just going to go ahead. He's thinking about his next move. I guess whether or not he's triggering Katsu ability right now, getting the Rising Knee Thrust, which is this next part of the combo. You know, just trying to get some poke damage in. That's all really Katsu wants to do. Sorry about that. If you can hear anything, we're currently sorry about that. I'm just gonna keep going. Properties. All right, let's see what we got. Right, and it looks like he's just going to be defending with Crater Fist and a Sink Below. You know, making sure the extra damage doesn't go through. And he's going for another Rising Knee Thrust. It's just to end the chain, and we got another sink. So that's already 2 sinks gone early in the game. All right. Alright, I'm so sorry. We are currently streaming out of a karate dojo. So if you see some karate hi-has, I apologize. We're going to try to fix that. Alright. Hopefully if I move it over this way. Let's see if we can still. Hello, testing, 1 2. You guys can still hear me. Now I'm going to be pretty low. Alright, let's see if I can still go. One, 2, 3, 4. All right.
No, that's only for round 1.
So yeah, so sorry if you guys can hear the audio in the background. We're currently going out of a karate dojo, and after round 1 that's not going to be an issue, so I apologize. Just hang tight until then. Can have this pretty good. All right, so let's see. All right, and we have a Tear Asunder into Winter's Will, which is really, really powerful. It's going to make it so that he's probably going to take some damage. He's going to lose some cards out of hand because he's only able to defend with one card. And since Ninja doesn't really have a lot of armor to begin with, this is probably going to hurt a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Alright, and he just presented him a Frostbite token, which is going to make it harder for Andrew to run his play smoothly at the beginning of his turn. The first time he plays something, he's going to have to pay an extra resource. So we'll see how he can get around that. And he's just going to draw and pass. Wow.
Next part is breaking the war. Yes, sir. All right. Some of you.
Alright, looks like he's going to start with Amulet of Ice. And see what we can follow up with. Is it going to be a big attack? Is it going to just defend? Making sure everything is ship shape. Alright. Looks like he's playing Tome of Harvest, you know, drawing some cards, cycling that arsenal card. Let's see how we can follow up with. Once again, I apologize for the inconvenience. Alright, let's see what he's going to decide to do here. He's just going to go on Winter's Wail. So he's ordering what his pitches are. Pass it on over to Andrew. Alright.
Yes, sir.
Alright, and so far he's going to be boosting that leg tap. Trying to guarantee the damage. Draw a card. And let's see how Chase is going to block it. If he decides to. Wondering what his pitches are. Pass it on over to Andrew. just gonna go for the blocks. Looks like we got Kadachi coming his way. And there comes a Command and Conquer. Let's see how this is going to play out. Chase is still thinking on what he's going to decide to do. Looks like he's going to go in for blocking with some armor. Alright, and looks like he had to sacrifice a Command and Conquer to stuff a Command and Conquer. And then he also decided to block with Arknight Skullcap when he's above life, so he's basically losing out on a block here. Not sure if it was worth it. Maybe blocking with the Creative Fist would have been better. Who knows? We're just going to continue towards the game. Looks like it's going to be Andrew's turn. He's just going to go with Winter's Will, maybe? Guess he's still deciding. Using Tectonic to make a Seismic Surge.
This will run through into December. And then we will have Black Belt graduations and another one more karate graduation here.
Just Seismic Surge into Winter's Will. It's got to block it and it's going to get synced. Choosing whether or not he wants to sync a card right now. And it's going to get pummeled. So because it's on a weapon, he's not going to do the -2 effect, but he will get some damage through, so he'll get a frostbite counter on it. Still pretty solid. You just go scar for one, pitching another Command and Conquer. See that? It's things like that that makes like the mana curve or like the resource curve like crucial, because Katsu wants to push in a lot of damage for as little resources as possible, and seeing as how he had to pitch a Command and Conquer just for a scar. It's really taxing. That's a big card that he's losing, but this is still pretty good, you know, all things considered. Because otherwise, he like without that Frostbite token, he could have just arsenaled that card for later, and it would have been really huge. Really changes things up. going to block a staunch response so we can't draw a card. And he's going for a surging strike. So this is the big play that Katsu always wants to do. Surging strike into whelming. Just a lot of damage. So he's banking on him not having the whelming in hand. So we'll see. And he has the whelming. Look at that. And Chase had to sacrifice a Spinal Crush and a Pummel in order to do that. Which makes things really, really awkward for Oldhim right now. Just trying to block as much as possible. Making sure that he's accounting for the armor piece. Oh, give it the +1. So let's see. Looks like he did not account. He did not account for that, so Whelming Gust Wave will draw a card, and now he will be able to search for Mugenshi if he doesn't already have it. Oh, but it looks like he doesn't have cards in hand in order to pitch. Interesting. Just going for another leg tap. Going for baits. And that 4 is going to go through. And looks like Oldhim's only got 1 card in hand with an arsenal, so I'm not really going to be able to throw in that much damage. But we'll see what he can do. And make sure they're updating their life totals. So both players have pen and paper, but for stream purposes, just so you guys can see what's going on, we asked them to try to keep track of the life total as much as possible on screen. Looks like he's just gonna pass. Wow. Not really much you can do when Katsu's pushing in a lot of damage. That surging strike bait was real. Good old Kadachi for one. Going in with another Kadachi for one. You know, that's just Katsu's bread and butter. You know, pitching for the Rams hard early. Unfortunately, in Katsu, there's not too many instances where we can break the chain so he can block with it again, but, you know, every little bit helps. And just going in for an E strike. Most likely for 7. Nothing fancy, just good old damage. And see how Chase fares. Still deciding on what he wants to block with. It looks like he's blocking with the skull cap. He's just trying to decide whether he wants to arsenal that card or he's just going to arsenal. Save it for later. And life totals seem pretty neck and neck. Looks like Chase is considering just passing. Making a seismic surge and passing the turn. Hopefully he'll get better luck in the next match. Oh, just starting off with the Whelming Gust Wave. That's pretty strong, especially since what's with his arsenal. This might be the real big push turn. So he was forced to pitch or lose a card, so he went ahead and did that. Search for the Mugenshi release. So he's already got the Whelming and Arsenal and just playing it out. This does not bode well for Chase right now. This is what Katsu's looking to do. Push in a lot of damage. And this is the real big combo. Let that through. Mugenshi release is being played. Debating whether or not. Yep. He's gonna attempt to full block Mugenshi, that way he doesn't get to search for Lordowinds. I can't really tell the block values of that, if that's gonna hit or not. Oh, I guess it still hit. So use Breeze Rider Boots, so everything with combo has go again. He's pumping a lot of damage into Lordawind. Yeah, this is not looking good at all for Oldhim. Eight to 21. He's still deciding how he's going to block this. Kodachi for one. Another Kodachi for one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. We're in kill range. And that's going to be the game. Yeah. So it looks like Katsu still has a good shot against Oldhim despite having a lot of defense and having ice. So we'll see if that continues to be the case. But yeah.